Good morning everyone. Thank you very much for watching this video on this crisp, fresh morning. So today's video I'm going to be talking about going beyond surrender. Okay, so you know I've read The Power Now, I'm on my spiritual awakening, and I was stuck in surrendering to what is, accepting the moment. So I was thinking, right, surrender to the moment, just surrender, let it be as it is. But I couldn't, because I was in the pattern. And you know how frustrating that is. If you're watching this video, you're stuck in the pattern. All the emotions that are coming up are taking you over. You're doing a lot of purging. You're lost in your mind. So I was stuck on my spiritual awakening. I was stuck on my path. So how I managed to not go beyond it, but reduce the size of the pattern down, and that's what it's about, because you know that you're not these patterns now if you're watching this video, but you want to reduce the time that you're in the emotional pain and anxiety. And the reason we're in it, because our logic mind thinks it knows best. Monkey mind, egoic mind thinks it knows best, because we're resisting how we're feeling. We don't like what we're experiencing, so we go into resistance, and then we try and sort it with our mind. Well, it can't do that, because the emotions are fueling the mind, and the mind is its problem. It's trying to find something else to make it feel better, and it won't. So the way somebody helped me move through that was a lady I see a hypnotherapist. I've been seeing her for quite a while. When I had some issues with my past, I had a lot of anxiety, panic attacks, so we worked on various things, various suggestions on my subconscious mind to bring a new pattern into my life. And she said to me, Ben, try and look what's beyond surrender. And because I'm a feeling person, that's what I had to do. I'm feeling fine now. I'm feeling still. Yeah, I could go to my car, I could have an issue or whatever. You could be driving to work on this morning, snowing, you're late for work, you've got a day at work, you're anxious, you're irritated, you just wound up. So it's reducing that pattern down, and that would be a perfect time to practice this. So she said to me, imagine what it's like to go beyond surrender. And I thought, yeah, that's really interesting. And what was interesting for me was when I had some issues in the past, I was anxious, I was going through a bad time in my life, that I read a book. I read quite a few books, and there was a story in there of a guy. He was a politician, and he used to stand and do a speech, and he used to get absolute abuse off this crowd. It was absolutely horrendous. And they interviewed him and said, how do you deal with putting up with that? And he said he used to do a meditation, and he used to focus his attention on his abdomen and just imagine it as a still, calm lake, like the ocean, just dead still like a mill pond. And I used that for quite a while when I was going through my panic attacks, real major anxiety. I didn't know how to deal with this, and it helped ease me down at that time. But that inner knowing that was stored in my subconscious mind come up. So that's how I reduce the pattern down. When I'm in the pattern, I'd go and sit in my car or wherever you can do, and I would sit in silence and imagine my emotions, my abdomen just becoming still. I just think of the ocean dead still, but that works for me. And I wouldn't say it's going beyond surrender, but it's reducing the time you're in the pattern, because that's what you want to do. Because when you're unconscious in that pattern, that's when you start saying things you don't want to say. That's where the wounds from the inner child are going to come up, and your pain body's going to come up. So the more you're in that, the more you're in resistance. So it's working through the resistance that way. So that's how I deal with it. And it fluctuates. I could have it for 5 minutes, I could have it for an hour, I could have it for sometimes nearly all day, because there's new patterns coming in. Someone else will say something and trigger me, but it would be the same wound, but it's triggered me from a different aspect of the wound, a different wound that I need to heal. So look at it in a different way, because our logic mind is trying to figure this out. You know what it's like. You're in the flow, you're flying, and then you come out the flow, and then, oh, the mind's trying to figure it all out. Then you'll be in the pattern. So you'll have your own way. Maybe you've got your own way of becoming still, becoming calm, that you could work into that, have your new routine, plant some suggestions into your subconscious mind before you go to bed, and they will come out in manifestation in your reality of what you want your reality to be. So it was really key, that was. So I hope that helps you look at it a different way, because it really helped me, because I was really stuck there, and it's awful. That's why I wanted to do this video, because when you're in them patterns, you're feeling, oh, you're just feeling like it's a massive regression, but it's not. You just need to just work through it and find your own way of reducing the pattern down, and then you can be conscious and aware of what you're doing instead of being lost in the pattern. So have a look at the feeling. Have a look at what's beyond surrender. Like she suggested to me, what's beyond it? You're fine now watching this video. Maybe you're going to be thinking about a situation at work. What triggered you? What's beyond it? What's beyond it? The pattern's not you. Look at what the wound is. You can look at some of my other videos, because that's what's rising up and fueling your mind and making you miserable. That's what makes me miserable. Them wounds, feeling down, but it's not you, but you just need to work through them. So have a look at that. It's all about feeling, guys. If we don't like the feeling, we go into resistance, and we stay in that resistance until it's past. So it's in the body. It's the body fueling the mind. So have a good day, guys. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.